What's going on, you guys? Today's conversation is going to be about who's correcting the old guys. We see a lot of older guys on social media, old G's, old rappers, old athletes, old everybody getting on social media and saying their 2 cents about how these young people are just running wild and out of control. But who's here talking about the old people out of control? Who's here to talk about the guys that are 40 and up still on the internet trying to prove themselves? There's guys on here that are 40 and up, 50, almost 60, maybe even 60, that don't even live in the state of California arguing about California politics and who they used to be and what they used to do and they're tax-paying citizens. Truck drivers, union workers. You guys have changed your life. What are you doing talking about gang politics for? What are you doing trying to tell, you're 60, what are you doing trying to tell a 20-year-old kid how you used to conduct yourself? Well, there's no proof. We can't confirm, so be quiet. I'm 46, I'm not a gang member, nor am I a active gang member, nor am I a active non-gang member. I'm not interested in that. I've had my time where I was, not by choice either. It was environmental. But when I left, I never went back for it. You realize what type of person that you're built with, or what type of person you're built like when you're put in situations. I'm going to give you guys an example. For all these old guys out here that work in the union, that work for the city, that work for the county, that work for themselves, etc. If somebody gave you a job opportunity and you were no longer active, you made a choice. You're not built like that. You're built for the choice you made. Doesn't mean you're less gangster, doesn't mean you're less dangerous. It just means that you're not built like that. So go to work and clock in and talk about your job. Use social media to push that narrative. You became a rapper. You became a businessman. Push that narrative. Stop pushing gang politics on social media when you're 40 and up, when you got to go clock in and clock out. That's the opposite of gang culture. Gang cultures is full of rebels. They do what they want to do. They take what they want to take. They make what they want to make, and they do it whenever they want to do it. That's an outlaw mentality. It's an outlaw society. Of course, things have changed. Doesn't mean that you're less dangerous. Doesn't mean that you're less relevant. It doesn't mean that you're less credible. It just means you made a choice because you've matured. You're older now. So now you're built a different way. You're built to go clock in and clock out of a clock so that you can feed your family. You're built now to go clock in and clock out to go pay your mortgage and to go put your kids to school. That's the way you're built now. So you being on social media talking about gang politics and prison and all that stuff, that's for the birds. And then we keep trying to not interrogate, but we keep attacking young people. But how many older people are going to get on social media and correct older people? Okay, you did 20 years in prison. All right, cool. There's respect there. Not everybody makes it. Not everybody makes it on good standing. If you wanted to be a prisoner, if you wanted to be a convict so bad, then go back to prison, right? Because your content suggests that you're just all about this gangster life, yet you go punch your clock every day. Why isn't your content about punching the clock every day? You know what I'm saying? So what does that mean? It means that you're not okay with who you become, yet that's who you really become. A lot of people don't push on their pages or on their content who they really are because they're not really happy with who they are, or they're not accepting who they are. You used to be a straight bona fide activated gang member back in your heyday. Now you're 45, you're 55, and you're a truck driver now, you're construction worker now, whatever. That's who you are. But you keep trying to hide who you are because you feel some type of way, because you think being a gangster was the thing to be. That's what makes you cool. That's what made you somebody. And I think those are the dangerous people, because real G homies, that's internal. You could put them in you could put a G homie anywhere, and he's going to stand on principles, and he's going to stand solid wherever he goes. He's going to carry his character with him everywhere. There's a lot of OG, triple OG homies that are truck drivers, and that they've moved on to take care of their families and make better, but they still carry themselves a certain way, meaning they're still proud of who they are. They're proud of who they are individually, internally, not who the image was, not who the exterior was. So they're proud to be a union worker. They're proud to be construction. They're proud to be a manager at Olive Garden or wherever they work. They're proud of themselves still, because it's characteristics that matter to them. So a lot of you guys are on social media going back and forth with youngsters and going back and forth talking about when you used to be young and back in your day and this and this and that. It's all irrelevant. We're all washed up. All of us are washed up. We may not be washed up in what we're doing now, but we're washed up in age. We are no longer 19. We're no longer 25. We are no longer 35. Age-wise, we are washed up. Now, you guys, some of you guys are millionaires. Some of you guys might be billionaires. I don't know. But you're not 20. If you're a 55-year-old man today, you're not 20. So I don't care how much you got going on or how good you got it going on, you're not 20. So you shouldn't even be arguing about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have a lot of money, if you have a career, why are you arguing about change, ashtray change? That's beneath you, isn't it? Okay, then. So why are you talking about something that's not relevant, like your 20s, when you're 50 and you're almost 60? It doesn't make any sense. But there's something inside of you that's not okay with accepting the fact that, or standing 10 toes on the fact that you are this type of member of society now. And I think a lot of people need to be corrected for that, man. You guys don't need any disciplinary action. I think this conversation is enough to kind of put it out there on the table. If you're 60 years old still talking about gang talk, why are you not talking about your life now? Why are you not telling us about your life now? What's your outlook, man? You lived on this earth for 50 years, 40 years, 60, 70 years. And all you have is stories of the 90s what's going on, man? What did you learn? Your transmission is stuck. Your mind stopped ticking after 28 years old. Your transmission locked up, and now you just kept aging, but you're not growing. So that's what I've been seeing a lot lately on social media. A lot of old motherfuckers on here talking about who they used to be, how they used to be, how their hood used to be, how that's all irrelevant. Why you punching the clock then? Go back in the street and get activated. Why you going to work? Why you going to the white man's job for? It doesn't make any sense. Make content about you clocking in and clocking out. Go live at your lunch breaks. Why you not proud of that? That's who you are. That's what you do. You want to wait till you clock out and go kick it, go drive by your old neighborhood and post that content and tell people stories of the neighborhood ain't even the same no more. Half these hoods ain't even existing anymore. A lot of them are. A lot of people who's moved on have moved on, and they're okay with being family men and working men. They're okay with that. Why you ain't okay with that? All right, I hope this just sparks something. I hope this starts the idea of being okay with where you stand and being all right that you made it out the storm. And it's okay to be a regular Joe, man, clocking in, clocking out, making some money and taking care of your family and doing things that people your age do. All right, let these new youngsters have the playing field, man. You are washed up. All right, guys. Peace.